Welcome back, everyone. So, thank you for joining us for the Thoughts On video on the upcoming autumn equinox. Caroline, how do you feel? How was your experience channeling?
So thank you, Leo. Thank you, our guides, for this transmission. Welcome everybody to this new episode. If you haven't watched our recording on the autumn fall equinox, there is a link somewhere where you can click. And so, how do I feel right after? It's been a lot of energies and a lot of energies compressed within the heart area. I would say as usual, but it was even stronger. So, in fact, I experienced quite some pain during the channeling. It was building up, I would say, during our preparation or at the beginning of the channeling, and then the more and more, it's quite the same as I am saying that it is more and more compiling, compressing. But today it was quite painful. It was not just energy stack; it was quite very painful, I would say. And as the channeling stops, and as I am talking to all of you guys, yes, this pain is dissolving, so I'm okay. But to be honest, I was quite surprised to experience such a pain in the heart area. So I guess that the amount of energies that we are receiving is probably increasing, and that if my body is not ready, then there is a stronger effect, I would say. Uh, but besides that, the flow of the words went very smoothly. It was very, I think I even spoke quite quickly at some time. So the channeling itself was quite smooth, more and more easy to, I don't know, the words were coming even more quickly than before. Um, so I would say that the channeling went great, but was very painful for me. But I'm okay. So yes, it's quite an interesting experience.
Mm.
How about you, Leo? How do you feel?
Um, I feel very good. I what I experienced was a sort of ramping up, or it was almost a building up. In the beginning, so prior to recording the channeling, Caroline, we of course did some meditation and some energy work, a little bit of movement together. But I'm also sensing maybe that wasn't enough today. Not just for I think it wasn't maybe it wasn't enough for both of us because as you're saying, you experienced pain in your heart a bit. For me, in the beginning, um, it didn't feel as clear and powerful. The stream of the stream of life, the higher stream didn't feel as clear, as powerful as let's just say when we were channeling the confidence video. When we were channeling confidence video, yes, I was confident in that. I felt very confident in that confident video. But today it wasn't as clear and strong. But as it went on, and there was a point after Ashtar spoke, and then Ra kind of uh, uh, spoke again afterwards. They kind of they spoke about this. They're like, oh, we've now entered more into this one.
Mm.
We're grounded more into this one, so we'll give a more grounded explanation or expression. I forget exactly what words they used. And so that's exactly what was happening. It was like I felt like up to that point I was still clearing a little bit or still getting the life to flow, harmonize more and flow together more. And at that point it happened more enough so where there was more of a presence that was able to flow through. And I definitely felt that shift. And yes, it felt more smoother again. It felt yeah, and then energy continued to build up, but then I realized it wasn't getting too much, but I realized it was getting a little bit too much in that I was beginning to kind of lose the my stream I was beginning to not be able to follow along what Ra was saying. And usually I'm able to stay conscious along, but during the sort of latter parts of our channeling, I was beginning to lose that, and I was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of energy going on here. And I think all of this is really just maybe a side effect of um, I don't even want to say not being prepared. I think we're just upgrading ourselves and we are preparing well. I think we're this maybe this is just a sort of, as they say, a process in our upgrading. And yeah, maybe that's all it was, because it did feel quite smooth. It's just an interesting, it was a sort of interesting demonstration for me to see how when we still have a little bit of that stagnancy, the energy can't flow through as well, and then as soon as it clears, or as soon as we kind of clear it, it just flows in again, and so it kind of clicked with me again. So
But
yes.
I thought your flow, I mean, was so natural, Leo, from the beginning. So as for me, I didn't sense anything from you. I think that your flow of words slash energies went just very, very smoothly, and I could not detect that you were not channeling as smoothly as usual or before, or it was very, yeah, it seemed to be very flowing and very smooth. And as for me, I am mostly not very able to keep track of what Ashtar is saying, meaning that's the flow of words. And I don't, I am not very, I don't know how to describe, because, yeah, it's a constant flow. Uh, and I think I completely lose track, you know. It's not that I don't know what I am saying. I have the confidence, so I know that it makes sense, because in the past I could have self-esteem or self confidence issues toward the message, because as I lost track, or as I lose track, um, a few months ago, I was having second thoughts, wondering, okay, does it make sense what I am saying? Because I am adding words and words and words, and that the total, I don't know what results it gives. And now I trust the process. So in fact, I am completely out of the of the game. I would say I just have this flow of words that is coming through, but I I don't I don't remember what Ashtar is saying. And to be honest, I don't remember anything of the of what they just said. Maybe we channeled for 40 minutes. I have no idea what I what we said, what came through. Um, no, I have to find in my memory even what Ashtar said, because sometimes I keep track, or sometimes I can more easily remember the message of Ashtar. And today, I would say that if I don't read my notes, I have no clue. I don't know what he said. I have no idea. It's a bad fall, the autumn equinox. Besides that, no, I think I remember what Ra said about harvesting, because it was the very beginning of the message. But then, yes, if I look at my notes, then yes, things will click more easily. But I think, and as for the preparation, you know, we prepared quite a bit actually, and because yes, guys, so we had some, as Leo said, we made some energy work, some breathing, some meditation. We trained again. So I think we were ready, but it's just that my own capacity to handle a flow, I think that the flow was maybe bigger. That's how I interpret it. That this flow may be bigger, and it was too much for my body, and even for me to be able to sustain. Maybe I can handle a little flow of energy that is way sufficient for me, and maybe they opened a little bit this flow, and it was probably today it was quite too much, I would say. Um, but they were so excited. They were so fun. I could definitely feel Ashtar being so happy and so joyful about the message that Ra shared. Uh, there was a sense of because at the beginning I had no idea what Ashtar would say about this portal. And I was even wondering, during this, when Ra was coming through you, I had just this thought, my own Caroline's thought, wondering, okay, but what will Ashtar say about this? I have no idea. I have no clue. And uh, and and when Ashtar came through, Ashtar was so happy of the description that Ra said, and at different points in the conversation, Ashtar was really, really, really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so great. They spoke so magnificently, and so they were very, very happy about the message of Ra today. So I think that there was a lot of excitement, also a true joy. Um, but yes, maybe today it was a little bit too much for my body, I would say.
I think you're right in that it was just a lot of energy today. I think it definitely was. It was more energy than even the last channeling we had. And yeah, I guess we're just our bodies are still just adjusting, and our guides are just helping us to sort of, find that good, a nice sweet spot maybe. And but I think I remember I remember Ashtar being, yes, very happy and smiling because I could see. I was like, oh, Ashtar is so happy. I was like thinking that while we were speaking. So I do think more and more it is like that that yes, we're harmonizing more and more with our guides. I feel we're also harmonizing more and more together as sort of, partners in this. And I think just it's overall, yeah, we're being upgraded in that way. Um, yeah. Mm.
So that's a good news.
It's great news. This is perfect.
And I think that it's great also because I remember now that Ra spoke about this idea of harvesting, about this law of one
Yes.
material, saying that at some point we all are becoming ascended master. This is a simplification from me, but and they said that this is, yes, a continuous process. And I can now remember, yes, indeed, Ashtar saying, who was very into this. Yes, this is a continuation. This is an ongoing process. It's like if this idea of ascension process, they're still into that themselves,
Mm.
and this is something that maybe never ends. So, um, so yes, that was also interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And that reminds me of what Ross said. They were saying, it doesn't matter where you are right now as you're listening to this. You are greater than what you think you are. And they're speaking to everyone. They're like everyone, those that were at those that are at higher octaves, those that are at lower octaves, higher octaves, just like all life. They were just like directly speaking to all life and just saying, basically saying, just we are so much greater than we can possibly think. And I could feel all life being like, yes, yes, yes. Like, I could
Wow.
feel all life just like agreeing so enthusiastically, saying, yes, we are. We are so infinite. We have no idea how infinite we are. That's how infinite we are. And I love that. And yeah, and it was, I think it was great that they spoke about the topic of harvest from that way as well, from the perspective of the book, and how, because there is a sort of, it does trigger a little bit, for some, this idea that it's a time of harvest. So it's like, oh no, aliens are gonna come and harvest us. What are they gonna do? They're gonna like suck our blood or something. And I think our film and media hasn't helped with that very much. But what they were trying to just remind was like, remember, this is a great harvest for you. We're not harvesting you. You're harvesting yourself, and that's what it's about. And I love that as well, and how they just segued it into really like what their main message always has been from the beginning. Like they wish to help us create the life of our dreams so that we can live vibrantly and help others live vibrantly around us. And when this is happening, then we have a vibrant planet and we don't have any problems.
And I also like the fact that they are approaching the questions or the channelings through first repetition of certain concepts, and also through they try to find the easiest or the sim the simplest example,
Hmm.
whether it's about farming thing, the farming activity, their agriculture, or even when Ashtar spoke about this idea of yes, they spoke about the crystal, and I could visualize a crystal that I have in my home, uh, that has multiple facets on it.
Yeah,
And I could visualize that Ashtar was saying that, okay, maybe you are clear on one facet of the crystal, but on this one, it's blurry.
yeah,
And I could visualize this. And yes, they try to approach the questions in the more understandable way for us, um, so that we grasp the idea that we must feel this excitement or have a wonderful life, but in every area of our lives, not just the love relationship or just the work environment, but that too in every single aspect of our lives we're just so happy and so enjoying this, and to, yes, indeed, to vibrate in all areas of our lives, because if we are so happy, then yeah, we are radiating, we are shining in some ways. And so yeah, that's always very interesting.
yes, and I totally agree, and I love all of that. Um, yes.
Mhm. And is there another message or another topic that you enjoyed during this channeling?
Um, I enjoyed the whole message, the entire message, everything. I mean, as you were saying too, I love the analogy or the visualization of the diamond, the crystal that Ashtar gave, and it helped me too as well. It see things even more clearly. Like, yeah, it's we have many sides in our life, you could say, or rather, not just personality sides or sides to our personality, but like sides and areas and in our about our life, whether yes, the money, the relationships, the family, all of this. And I think a lot of us, we may be quite bright and shiny in one area, but we forget about or we ignore or we push away other areas. And I think more and more it's about we have to embrace, we have to acknowledge, accept, and embrace all areas, and but not just that, we can then allow and help and make and create all areas to shine. So it's not as if we have to just um be stuck with a dim area in our life and say, oh, that area is dim. Okay, I'm gonna accept that, and then just not do anything about it. No, it's like, oh, okay, this area is a little bit dim. Let me shine some more light in here. How can I make this more vibrantly? What can I do? Who can I do it with? And all these sorts of things. And I think this is really more and more what ascension is about, practically speaking. It's about ascending every aspect in our life to be at this greater, bigger, higher level. And then we can of course help those around us, and there'd be just so much more fun to be had in this way.
Yeah, and in order to do so, as they keep reminding us, it's about also, yes, to align our thoughts and our actions toward
Yeah,
what we wish to accomplish and to realize, and to stick with that,
yeah,
and not to be, okay, yes, I wish to pursue this, but I am doing something else because I am so afraid, or I would like to live here, but I live somewhere else because this is cheaper, enfin, whatever the reasons are.
Hmm.
but to be very aligned in every aspect. And this is a way also, yes, to be brighter in every areas of our lives.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm. Do you have anything to add?
No, I think I don't think so. No.
Mhm.
How about
Mhm.
yourself?
I'm perfect too.
Perfect.
So thank you, Leo. Thank you again, our guides. Thank you, all of you, for watching this new episode on our thoughts. We hope you enjoyed both our thoughts and also the channeling. And we will see you guys on another video.
Yes.
Bye
See you guys over there at the next one.
bye.